The great Plato have once said that your silence gives consent. In a world where your worth is measured by comments, likes, and claps, what happens? When silence becomes your superpower, this is all about how in silence becomes your power and the answer of all question, and how it can beautifully paint the canvas of your life. Meet Arav, a young man with dreams, drive, passion, and a problem. He couldn't let go. He had to respond, always. Arav was smart, a tech analyst at one of the top startups in Bangalore. He was quick with code and quicker with comebacks. One tweet mocking his opinion went viral. Hundreds laughed, thousands judged. And Arav, he lost sleep. Why are they after me? He thought. Every insult felt personal, every disagreement a battle. At work, he snapped at a colleague. At home, he argued with his parents. His mind? A war zone. And this was not the story of only Arav, it was of the all youngsters and teenagers in today's world. Until one day, a friend, seeing him crumble, said, "Come with me to the hills. There's a retreat. No phone, no internet, just silence and peace." Arav reluctantly agreed. The monastery was quiet, too quiet. On the second evening, a monk gathered the visitors under a Bodhi tree. He began a story, not with loud energy, but with silence that made every word sacred. Once, the monk said, suddenly a man came to Buddha, full of hate. He shouted insults, cursed him, spit in his direction, but Buddha sat still, smiling. After a while, the man left, exhausted and confused. The Arav was also there watching how Buddha peacefully facing the insult and anger. He was confused. A disciple asked Buddha, "Master, why didn't you respond? Why did you let him disrespect you?" Buddha said, "If someone offers you a gift and you refuse to accept it, to whom does the gift belong?" The disciple replied, "To the giver." Buddha smiled, "Exactly. So too with anger, hate, and insults. I did not accept his poison. It remained with him." The monk looked up and said, "The power lies not in reacting, but in knowing you don't have to. The power lies in remaining silent and listening." That night, Arav couldn't sleep. He replayed the monk's story again and again. He remembered every online insult, every heated argument. He had carried them like wounds. But what if he didn't have to? What if he could refuse the gift? Days passed. Back in the city, he changed. Someone mocked him online. He smiled and closed the app. A teammate snapped during a meeting. He listened and spoke with calm. Remained silent, people noticed. "You've changed," they said. He had. Because now, Arav had mastered the only thing that truly matters, is himself. In a noisy world, silence is rebellion. In a reactive world, stillness is power. Not everything deserves your response. Not every insult needs a reply. Sometimes, your growth begins when you let go of the need to prove. Buddha didn't win with words. He won with wisdom and silence, and so can you. Next time someone offers you their poison, ask yourself, do I really need to drink this? This was the story of Arav, but it could be yours too. Let go. Be still. Own your peace. If this story touched something inside you, leave a comment below. I choose peace. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share Katha Inspire, because some stories don't just entertain, they awaken you.